me a second. Alright guys, we're back. We're gonna play maybe like 2 games up here. On my center, he got 81. I just upgraded him. So I guess my point I want to talk to about today. I was playing 2K the other day, and I got like like I said earlier, today rather, I'll put it like that. I was playing 2K. I was having an okay time with it. You know, I probably won like total of like 8 games and only lost 1. So it wasn't that bad. Like I had a losing streak on the other stream that I did. I was about done with the game. Honestly speaking, I was really at that point I was done with the game. But another thing I like to talk about too is like people talking about getting a PS5. Honestly, I don't think anybody's gonna be able to get a PS5. Like I think they had something today with Best Buy, and I had my thing in Best Buy too. Originally I had my thing with Best Buy, like trying to get it when they had the stuff, but it's always something. Like I had my credit card information and stuff saved in there, and the thing kept on tickering. Like it kept like flicking. And, you know, that's when they say you're supposed to be able to get it. You have your cart and stuff like that. And get ready to go and go to check out. The problem that I had with that was just what you call the inconsistency with the actual thing, just in general. So that was one of the biggest problems I think I had with the whole entire process. And also too, I don't feel like anybody's going to be able to get a PS5. Honestly speaking, even with the next thing. What's up, Robin? I'm back on 2K, bro. I'm back on 2K. Just had to give myself a break. I hit Pro 3 earlier today. I hit Pro 3, but, you know, that was interesting that I hit Pro 3. I had like 2 hours of double rep, and I got Pro 3. I probably won 8 games in a row and then lost 1. So it wasn't completely bad, but we'll try to play some part. Not with this build, I'm not sure, but I'll probably try to play a little bit more on this build. But I got some VC and I just upgraded them to like an 81. I got my player to 81, so and that's pretty decent for what it's worth. Shoot the ball if you're gonna shoot the ball. I'm still laughing because the game that I pretty much hit to rep up Pro 3. There was this guy, man. He was like a 68 overall. I don't know if it's 2K or something like that. This guy, I can definitely tell if he was a little bit better, know what he was doing, he would have beat me in a way. But it was ridiculous the amount of stuff he was able to get. It wasn't like I wasn't playing defense. It's just that I don't know how to put it. He was greening shots, stuff like that. He was moving way too fast to be a 68. I was like, whoa, what in the world? But he had like his 3-point shot. He was just doing catch and shoot. But then that's when I realized 2K is really a game of animation. What time is it in your state? It's what time is it? Let me check. 1:50. It's 1:50. Gotta live on the East Coast. In California, it's like what you call it, like 11. It's just in the Pacific. I haven't been to California in a while, but I've been to the West Coast. Probably within the last 10 years, I've been to the West Coast. 10, 11 years ago, I've been to the West Coast. Yeah, while here in California, yeah. I've been to California. Last time I went to California was when I was a kid. So I got a family member who stays out in California. I'm still thinking about people talking about boxing. Boxing's been pretty bad in my opinion. That's just me being honest. If you look at the purse and the payout and stuff like that, who we really had here? Jake Paul fight. That was the last one that seriously got some stuff, and then Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. A lot of people talking about sports and stuff like that. Sports and stuff, in my opinion, has really been interesting. Just because off of the money people talking about, the fights. The last one that I think got some type of acclaim was Errol Spence Jr. his last fight. He won that one. I keep up with sports just enough, but I mean, the way I see it, sports and stuff just kind of goes hand in hand with I don't know, just entertainment, something to watch. But spending I don't think anybody should spend $50 for Floyd Mayweather's last fight. That junk was over in 40 seconds. Imagine spending $60 for something that's 50 seconds. He knocked the dude out. I think Floyd Mayweather I think he's the best athlete in the world, honestly speaking. But at the same time, I don't think that he necessarily trains for every fight. I think he's skilled, but he hasn't really had to deal with anybody he's so fast that even if he was in the corner, he's probably going to get out of it. I guarantee you that. But nobody seriously came and been aggressive with Floyd Mayweather where he has to keep on running. That's what people say he did against Conor McGregor, but I don't 100% believe that. Because Floyd Mayweather, one thing about him, basically, he's going to be a tactical fighter. He's never going to really keep on he protects himself pretty good. But I remember people talking about when he was going against Canelo Alvarez, it made Floyd Mayweather change up his game, but he whooped Alvarez 100%, no doubt about it. But the one boxer that I think they made more money in just promoting fights, Oscar De La Hoya. He was not a bad boxer either, but I don't know. Most of the money and stuff goes into production and stuff like that, and the fights. Just the music industry, they put up money for people to fight for them, be under the brand. You have to have a top rapper, top boxer under your promotion, whatever it is, for a certain period of time to get other boxers to come. The payouts, I heard about the payouts and stuff like that, who they can get. And they go from there. But, end of the day, I don't think that the brand of any particular group gets surpassed once a person leaves that particular group. Let's say, for instance, who's the person? Don King. There we go. Don King got everybody a good purse, but he was stealing people's money. That didn't make any sense. Why are you stealing people's money? You cheat people out of money. Whenever people fighting for stuff like that, they have contracts they gotta sign. They gotta get their money up front. Some people get their money up front, but rap artists and stuff like that, sometimes they get their money up front. They get half of it, really. And they get their accommodations and stuff paid for. They don't really have to pay for nothing. They just have to show up. They get a hotel, they get a room, they get certain stuff. The tab, the meals and stuff are paid for. But I don't care about the money, man. It is what it is. But I definitely think that boxing, all this stuff, there really isn't nothing, honestly, that I'm really surprised about. Honestly speaking, there isn't that much going on. And in my honest opinion, there's nothing that's going on for me. In a sense, about, the games, boxing, someone asked me, I keep up with the sports. I keep up with the trades. With the trades, I feel like they just need to be honest with the trades. They know that some of these people are not playing tip-top basketball. For instance, the Wizards. The Wizards, they're not going to accomplish anything. I'll even say they'll be lucky to even get 35 wins for the year. They're not going to be a top seed, I can tell you that. I think at the low end, they get 35 wins. Because it's only Westbrook and Bill. That's my honest opinion. I've been watching NFL football a little bit too. I mean, I wasn't really too. A lot of people talking about the Ravens and what you call it, the Browns. The Browns always been the team that lose within the last couple seconds. That was a good game though. I'm not a Browns fan. I really don't watch football. I'm not a fan of too many teams, bro. But I watched a little bit of it. I know people talking about putting money on stuff like on games. That's funny to me. Putting money on games, like, nah, I'm good off that one. Because if you think about it on average, like, you don't know. I think the point spread of games, I'm not saying it's fixed, but I feel like there's questionable calls and sometimes with these games because of the point spread. Like if you look at that game was back and forth. Like the defense for both teams was good, but the field goal to get in the line, like in the sight for a field goal and kick it in. That game was not rigged. I can tell you that game wasn't rigged, but I don't like the back and forth of some of the calls. That's what I think about it. I know people talking about Cam Newton, the Patriots. Cam Newton is terrible. I want to say 100%. Cam Newton is not what he used to be. I mean, he's getting old. An average NFL career, in my opinion, is going to definitely be 7 years, if that. People talking about Cam Newton isn't even worth $2 million, the veterans minimum. To me, a lot of people, I mean, in a way, you think about it, their time has passed. We don't hear nothing about Aaron Rodgers. We don't hear anything about Derek Carr. Those people really came and went fast. The Raiders used to be like that. Raiders not my team. There's a whole lot of people used to work in systems. Now it's not Carson Wentz. I'm not an Eagles fan either. I'm not a fan of any like football team. I just watch the games, watch the highlights, keep it there because I'm not going to spend like 3 hours or something like that to watch a game. Like people want to go to the bar, spend 3 hours, get wings and get beer. I mean, it's kind of repetitive, honestly. But I'm still thinking about the amount of stupid stuff that happens in bars, like and stuff like that in clubs. Like people go to think it's a random night. Like 5 minutes can turn into 5 to 15 years, if you know what I mean. People getting in fights, somebody getting killed or something like that, somebody getting shot. Nobody got time for that, man. Like beer and stuff like that too. I'm still thinking about it. I'm saying if you already mix fools and people and then liquor and certain stuff, that's a recipe for disaster. Some places they definitely do need to lose their liquor license, man. If a place loses its liquor license, it's out of business, 100%. Because a bottle is something that people would normally get at like a liquor store that's like maybe like 25, $40 is going to cost like $160. Just so they say they can have bottle service. Like, yeah, nah. But, I don't know, man. What? I need to get chased down artists. I was still thinking about people talking about. I think, in my honest opinion, with a lot of these games that I purchased, like I was playing Cold War. I did pretty good on Cold War. I'm not bad at it, or anything like that. But I just think, in a way, you shouldn't pay, $70 for a product that's more of a beta. I'll even say Cyberpunk is even a beta. Jesus. Is that still here? Or did that leave? Oh, you downstairs too. You said it's cold. Okay. Alright, I'm back, but about my thing about the games that I honestly think there's not that many games for PS5. I pretty much said that. And the amount of games that I think are just betas, like they're bad in a way. I'll even consider 2K in a way. 2K is a game about animations, which you can get, and it's about momentum. Like, I was playing a game, like I said, against this guy who was like a 68 overall. This guy, I mean, he knew what he was doing to a certain extent. But it was almost like he was like a stretch big, and his other friend was like he was like a rim. He was like a rim protector or something like that. Because he had rim takeover. And I mean, I wasn't breaking shots or anything against that. Because the thing about it, I feel like there's a certain thing that you have to know how to do. Like how to adjust. But at the same time, sometimes in a way, you're going to have to take shots that you don't want to take. Like, I'm not the type of person. If you see me playing on twos and I don't shoot the ball, normally if I feel comfortable or something like that, I'll take a three. But I don't really take threes like that. If I don't score particularly a lot a game, I'm trying to get people to cut. Like, I don't mind not scoring if I know I'm going to win. Like, I'll take that chance every time. And I'll score whatever people give me. Like, if people don't think I can shoot, or people just going to leave the paint wide open, they're going to play me up at top of the key, and then I'll use that to my advantage. But as far as me thinking about the game, and other games rather, there's not that many games worth the price in my opinion. That's just me being honest. Is 2K up there? 2K should be $45. Like, I've pretty much stated that. I know it can't go for anything less than like what, $37.50. That's not going to happen. It's not going to be a 50% off deal, but it could at least go for 45. I think that's fair. That'll be a great Christmas gift for those who celebrate Christmas and stuff like that. But or holiday, as I would say, holiday 2020. But I always had a question about 2K and like, I wouldn't say in legitimacy, but like, because people not getting their PS5 or anything like that, what are 2K and other games going to do to separate itself from like, you know, other games in a way? Like to help people who probably have repped up and have more experience with the game. Like, what are they going to do for those people? Is it going to be more rep? Are they going to have more type of days where you get rep? Are they going to balance something out? Or are they going to do some type of patch or adjustment for people? Because, I mean, I love the concept of, what was it? The Rookieville. Now, the thing about Rookieville, I would say it's more accommodating for somebody, you know, who don't have nobody to run with in a way. I'd rather them have a 1v1 event. Honestly speaking, if there was a 1v1 event, I probably wouldn't lose like that. I probably wouldn't lose. But the bad thing about 1v1, in my opinion, I'd rather it be, I'd rather it be what you call it, not make it take it. To give people a balance. Like, if I got the ball, somebody's probably not going to get it back. And I'm being completely honest. But in a way, I would want it to be balanced. Because, like, if I go against a post score or something like that, I have a post score, and I know how to work the post and stuff like that, but it wouldn't necessarily be fair for me as a post scorer to just drop step somebody for 22 points and not like I'm good. I mean, I didn't face people at a post score and stuff like that, but at least with my post score, you could shoot threes last year. I wasn't completely, abusing people in the post and doing the fades, stuff like that, spinning one way and then doing the fade the other way. That right there was annoying. Someone said that 2K has been overpowered. Post scorers have been overpowered since 2K17. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But the thing about the interior defense, Like you already know what someone's going to do, but you're still not able to stop it. That's the main issue that I got with the game, in my opinion. That's always been my issue with the game. Like you already know what someone's going to do. Like I said on 2K20, the worst like lineup in a way that you have to deal with was what you call it. I feel like there's going to be always some type of exploit in the game for somebody to use. I'm not 100% mad at the fact that it's in the game in a way. I never used it, but what I'm saying is I feel like they should have game testers to test for this stuff. I mean, the YouTubers, the bigger YouTubers, is like, I mean, they halfway play the game. They hate the game. They won't say it. They won't outwardly say it per se. They'll make a couple videos on it, but they won't like 100% state they're 100% discontent with the game for whatever reason. But just because you give somebody 5 hours who half plays the game and goes back to other 2Ks doesn't mean that their points and stuff is not invalid. But at the same time, what type of constructive criticism could they give the game to help improve it? That's my whole point with the game. Especially like a lot of people talking about Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, I played it a little bit, you know, but I think the game, in a way, it was definitely made for PS5 or next gen consoles. But I'm not being biased or saying Xbox sucks. I grew up on Xbox. I mean, I really don't have anything against Xbox at all. I just moved from Xbox to PlayStation when I was like 10. And that's what I've been on ever since. But I still love Xbox. I really don't have anything against Xbox at all. I know a whole lot of people that want to be brand loyalty. I mean, it is what it is, in my honest opinion. If I didn't get a PS5, I was definitely going to go to Xbox. But the thing I don't like about this whole thing, especially with these games too, is how, let's say for instance, people are seriously bashing Cyberpunk for how bad the game is, how the publisher didn't give people review copies so they can make their full assessment of why they shouldn't get it for PS4 and stuff like that because it wasn't optimized. I feel like people know the issues and stuff like that. You could probably barely even get 10 frames per second for Cyberpunk on PS4. It was clearly a next gen game, but people say that Cyberpunk should have been made for should have been made for PS4 technically because it's supposed to have been out when PS5 first came out. Not PS5, but like PS4. This supposed to be fresh. Alright. We'll play one more game. We'll try to play some parts. Not on this build, though, but definitely, man. I think a lot of these games, like, I don't even know. Because there's a lot of games that came out for PS5 supposed to be launch titles. I think they should be on sale. That's just me trying to be fair, because there's no way to gauge it. Like, $70 for a game, not really good price. Spider-Man, in my opinion, definitely worth $20. Um, hopefully it is. But games should 100% have some type of. I don't even know if they're even going to even still do demos for games like on PS5. I'm not sure. The games for PS5 definitely aren't good. Like the PS Plus. Mm-mm. What type of shot was that? That's the type of stuff that I would be talking about, like too. On that was the issue with 2K19. Like I was good on 2K19 to a certain extent, but the thing that killed me on 2K, 19 was the fact that you could shove people, and then they had that inbound glitch. I never used those. And the only time I got beat, it'll be people doing the stuff, having a pull score and stretch. And once both of them got takeover, it was over. That Hall of Fame brick wall and all this type of stuff, yeah, you won't win in the game. And especially once it got takeover and they did the inbound glitch, even if you got a contest on them, it was still going in. That was the issue that I got. 2K's always had some type of exploit in the game, no matter what the position or build is. Like like if you was talking about 2K21 on PS4 speed boost glitch, I'd be laughing about that because that's not skill at all. That's just me being honest. If I cook somebody on the game, I'm not saying I'm 100% the person with the most skill, but like I can try. Like I really try. But I don't use no speed boost glitch. I never did any of that Curry slide. I mean, Curry slide does not take skill. People talking about there's not so many moves to get open. I mean, there is and there isn't. But the thing that made me mad too, there's always been something on 2K that's like people abuse. It's a game of exploits. That's just me being honest. And that's a true statement. It's a game of exploits. Like if you're not really, I don't use exploits, but what I'm trying to say is, like, for instance, that momentum behind the back move, explosive behind the back on 2K20, yeah. And the fact that people were using, a glass clean and lock and a rebound wing spot up in the corner. And if you tried to guard it, the people could go either way, pop a three, and if you play inside, that would be a easy up the middle lob or just a dime for what you call it, the center, or the rebound wing in the corner. That you couldn't do anything about that because you would get burned. All three of them could shoot to a certain extent if they were shooting glass clean and lock. But do I think 2K20 ranks up there as the worst 2K? I would say 2K20 ranks up in there as, I don't know, I say a forward and a back for 2K. Honestly speaking, that's just me being honest. At least on 2K20, there was some way to counter stuff, and in my opinion, they still had some of the issues that I feel like plagued the game. Like, the sharp takeover was not OP. That's one thing I will say. But what people didn't use it like that. Everybody went with that offensive threat. That was the build that I see a whole lot of people use on 2K20. You can still find them on next gen, but it's not. A lot of people don't have them. But the 6'7" power forward up here, some people their name is offensive threat, but they're not good. I don't even feel like I never really heard of a 6'7" power forward. I know there are some, but PJ Tucker, he plays power forward. He's only 6'6". He's really 6'5". I'm not even sure what team he even plays on anymore. I know he's on the Rockets. But the Rockets, they really took a L. They got rid of their best big man on the front court, and they basically put PJ Tucker at his position. PJ Tucker, he's an okay defender, but that's not going to. If you're going to get somebody who's 7'1" and you're 6'5", that's kind of a mismatch. PJ Tucker can shoot, but he's not the fastest player. Like, he's not. He's kind of getting old. That's me being objective here. And another thing, too, that I got a problem with the game, too, is even if you have playmaking takeover, why are people able to rip you? Especially when you have Unpluckable on Hall of Fame. Like, bruh, that makes zero sense. Like, you're a playmaker. You got playmaking in your build and everything. Your ball control is like a 90. And especially in takeover and stuff like that, my ball handle and stuff like that is like a 99. It's like a 99 on my two-way three-point playmaker. The three-point playmaker is basically sharpshooting playmaker, 100%. I didn't even mean to make the two-way three-point playmaker. It was just something that I just kind of thought about. But my whole thoughts on the game, this game right now, I feel like this game could use some type of improvement. And I don't mean like, some type of just terrible improvement. I just think this game could use some more things on the drawing board. Like, I know they're trying to have rival days or whatever it is and stuff like that, incentivize people, the mayors. I think the mayor stuff is a good idea or whatever, but I don't think that's adding anything for the game. Because I'm not saying these people's opinion and stuff like that, the bigger YouTuber stuff isn't like invalidate or anything that they say. But some of these people have made like rant videos about what they hate about the game, or or people who abuse screens and stuff like that. How screens and stuff are not OP as they used to be. I'm glad that's not a thing. Because you have to know. Well, I won't say you have to know basketball in a way to play 2K, because that's unrealistic. Just say, oh, you gotta know how to play basketball and play 2K. There's some people you don't really know how to play basketball in real life, but can play 2K ridiculously well. But I was playing with a guy yesterday. He wasn't bad, but I could definitely tell he didn't know what he was doing. I mean, we won each of our games. That's the same game against the 68 overall. It had me hot, too. I mean, he was playing defense a little bit and stuff like that. He could shoot. I was diming him in the corner when he was open for a shot, driving and kicking it to him. I got IQ. I'm not going to ball hog and stuff like that. If I see you open, I'm going to see you open. But if I notice you're not going at your 50, yeah, I'm going to still pass it to you and hope and attempt that you can make a shot. Because, I got Diamond Hall of Fame. You missing on Diamond Hall of Fame, I don't know, man. That's why I got the playmaker thing on my thing, too. But dual take, it doesn't make sense this year. I'm just going to be honest. Dual take does not make sense this year. They really need to address that. That's another thing I don't see anybody talking about. Like the playmaker takeover, yeah, for whatever reason, that does not fill up. I feel like it should be harder for you to earn the sharp takeover than it is the playmaking. All things considered. I'm not saying that the sharp takeover gives you anything ridiculous or anything like that, but ooh, he maybe missed that. But it's just me being objective, man. Like the game in a way, the post has been changed a lot. Since 2K17, I remember when they had that post tutorial, all this 2KU stuff. 2KU, in my opinion, isn't useful. I can't 100% say that it's useful because there's a whole lot of stuff too. Like for instance, if someone is clamping somebody on 2K like a sharpshooter or something like that, they think they're clamping me. I have to know just enough to be able to get myself open for a shot. I hope that makes sense. Like, I can't just be standing at the top of the corner. Like, if someone asks me, I don't like running two of the same builds. Makes any sense. Like, I would rather get a center. Like, having my center. Like, if I was going to play with my IRL friends, like, they know that I don't like running two guards and a big. I don't like that. I like to run a traditional center who can shoot the three. That's me. That's why I got this build. At least decently. I'm not a one-trick pony. I can shoot the ball. I can do what I need to do. But at the same time, I'm not passing you the ball 2 to 3 times just so you can miss. Like, no. We're not going to dot you in the corner just because you're open so you can airball or something, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is me being objective. This is me just being objective, though. I got a putback dunk on a thing the other day. This guy's asked me did I have putback balls. So I said no. I know how to get putbacks. I was being truthful. I know how to get putbacks and stuff like that. But putback dunks, in my opinion, they're not hard to get, but it's not really a rare, it's not a phenomenon. Like, a putback don't even have to be a putback dunk. Like, if I did something like that, that would count as a putback dunk. But I like the shorter players getting a putback dunk compared to, like, a center getting a putback dunk. It wouldn't make that much sense. It don't look as flashy, honestly speaking. But I know people talking about wagers. I have not watched really any of the wagers at all. And I think wager on a game that I feel like is, I don't even know. If somebody was wagering right when this game was choppy, beginning of PS5, I have a problem with that because that's not really representative of the game. Like, you don't have to, like, just imagine you kind of being a good player, but you know that the connection or the frames is dropping and the buildings, they, like, 2K even had to admit that the buildings and stuff was causing the game to stutter, all this other stuff. But besides the point, in my opinion, 2K, they could do a whole lot better in a few aspects than what they've been doing in the past. I know a lot of people talk about 90, 98, 38. And 38 is what I'm using, but 38, it's okay. I'll put it at that, but it's not like, ooh, yeah, what it used to be. W2K nerfs jump shots. In a way, I do. I do think that they nerf jump shots, but the thing about jump shots, I feel like there were certain bases and stuff that people were just using that really, it had a high arc and stuff. No matter what the rating was, it were greening at a consistent clip. That's the issue that I had with 2K17. 2K18 really wasn't a problem because you weren't about to be greening those shots like that if you didn't have the rating. Unless you were hot or something like that. But even with that, no. 2K19 is when this stuff kind of really just took off. 2K20, 2K21 is like one of the games where I feel like if you didn't have the bag, at least on current gen, you weren't about to order rating. You really weren't about to do that. But I feel bad for anybody who got a Legend on a PS4 and have to restart that junk all over again on a PS5. Yeah. I'm also thinking about just Legend. I would definitely not go for Legend at all. The highest rep I've ever gotten on a 2K was SS1. That was, I mean, Legend 1. That was on 2K15. And I got SS1 on 2K20. But for like, it only took me like 600 something games with like a 70 winning percentage. Like 72. So I wasn't that bad on 2K20. But as far as me thinking about the game and overall totally, I don't know. To me, you shouldn't have to play, 5,000, 10,000 games to hit legend or whatever it is. Like, the thing too that I don't like about the 2K stuff too, we try to talk about 2K League, the stuff is not balanced at all. Like, even with the matchmaking system, who you get paired up with, because I mean, in all honesty, the people I played with on my first rank game, I'm done with rank. You really, I think people say the best thing to do if you're trying to go for rep or something like that, or play with people who know what they're doing, you have to join a Discord. I think I might be interested in doing that, but with some people, man, I don't take the game that serious. I like to win and stuff like that. But I just think it's a little bit crazy. But I think too, what really messed up 2K19 was people delaying people. It was a whole lot of stuff. 2K, I would say 2K17, 18, 19, and 20, you definitely tell people was delaying people, honestly speaking. Another problem too I got with the games and stuff like that, I'm being objective here still, it's like the competitive ruining the game. And that's just an honest assessment. Like Fortnite competitive, like if you think about Fortnite, their trajectory of how they came about, the competitive pool is not really existent anymore. And that's just an honest assessment. Like, there's no big YouTubers still playing or amassing like a live amount of people. I don't know, but I definitely know a whole lot of people have moved on. Like a lot of groups in particular have moved on from Fortnite. They're playing other stuff. Like, I mean, Ninja and stuff like that. He's a brand. He doesn't really have to play Fortnite like that. I know he definitely still does play Fortnite, but he has a whole lot more stuff like brand deals and streaming partnerships. Like a lot of people want his input on games to get him to check it out. I'm not mad at that. Do what's best for you. But at the same time and token, I mean, Fortnite, a lot of partnerships, the strategic partnerships they got with these YouTubers and streamers and stuff like that, it's good. I can definitely tell you that. It's good for them to get more people to play it. But at the same time and token, what happens when these people stop playing the game? Or, I wouldn't say Fortnite, they definitely haven't gone down at all. Because they still got deals and stuff on the back end that we don't know about. As them bringing Halo people to Fortnite, they're bringing other games inside their games. And then Epic Games too. At that, they have their own store, so it's like Epic Games is really undercutting a lot of platforms or merchants in a way. Because the place to go to buy computer games and stuff for Steam, now you're pretty much just going to Epic Games Store to, get GTA 5 or whatever it is that you want. That's just my honest assessment about the game.
saw a weakness in the perimeter defense until he ramped up to the paint. Here's Montgomery. It's deflected.
Yeah, they're gonna sub me out for a fact.
And they've done it. The Florida Gators have won the college championship. Unbelievable. What an end to this season for them. I mean, they earned it playing spectacular.
And I see 2K brought back some of the badges and stuff from 2K14. Well, next gen at the time, like the highlight reel. That's from 2K14. Devontae Graham was about to be on his way out of Charlotte. All right. Quit. Let's see what my team got. I know it's supposed to give you a pack or whatever. I know someone was talking about it. You're not supposed to really. You don't have to spend money on my team. I would say there's no point to spend money on my team. This is me being objective here. But I mean, imagine spending hundreds, if not, some people spend thousands of dollars on my team. They're the best my team every year. But to me, the best cards you're going to get is the card wherein, in my opinion, Season 3, 10,000. I could probably play that later. I'll play my team. I don't spend no money on it. Guarantee you I haven't. Let's see what my winning percentage is. I know I got it right back up. Six. I had it like 60 something, like 66.7. We could try to play a game. As long as my winning percentage is high, I'm cool. Really, I want it to be like 75. I can once my boy gets the PS5. But to me, right now, I just got to make the best thing I can make do with whoever I can play with and try to win. But like I said, I got to choose my matchups and opponents wisely. I'll put that out there. So, yep, I hit Pro 3. The game that we lost, that was ridiculous. The last game I lost, because the guy, I mean, we got the ball back a few times, but he just didn't have it.
You're gonna want to see this. Let me know when you want more.
The 2K definitely had a 1v1 court, like I've been saying. It would add some level of fun with it. I would definitely prefer them to do that. Have a 1v1 and it counts for a rep. Like a rush 1v1. I mean, the garage courts, they don't count against your record at all, so that's a good thing. But definitely if people don't have anybody to play with, I'd rather them add like the 1v1 thing that they've been having in the park. Add that for a limited time. No make it take it, so both people can get a chance to touch the ball. Because I don't think it's fair, in my opinion, for, you know, something to happen. Your defense has to be good to a certain extent. But there's been games where I would probably say, if it weren't for bowl, and the thing about it, you really, in a way, you have to recover. You really have to recover from, definitely. I wouldn't even say get your ankles broke, but this game you don't slide as much on like you do on a PS4. But the thing I don't like that's really people get open so much from is a Curry slide. Like Curry slide, in my opinion, it shouldn't be in the game. That's just me being honest. I mean, there's more effective moves, relatively speaking. But the problem I got with 2K in a way is the dimensions of the twos court. Like it's very small. You're not moving around like that. Delay ante. A delay ante. This dude's name is Delay Ante. That's hilarious. The fact that someone would have a name like Delay Ante in their name. I'm not mad about the 75 winning percent. I'm just mad that someone's name is Delay. Like these parks and stuff is empty. Like, yo. There is no way I should be the only person up in here with in this park. No way. And you know, the crazy thing about, like, you know, businesses in a way, It's some of the stuff that just goes on. Like in terms of like stores consolidating and certain stuff like that. For instance, GameStops and stuff like that been closing for a while now. And I guess in a way I'm being objective here. Ace Boogie. Can I even see what my stats is looking like? Hold on. Evidently I can't. Oh, I know I need to win a couple games today. But lose only a handful of times. Like, there was this guy I used to play with on 2K18. We won like like a total of like what? We won a total of like 400 games, and maybe only lost a total of like what? Me and him together, like what? A total of maybe like 15 games we only lost, and then we weren't cheating, we weren't doing anything. He would lag out games, he would get mad. Like for instance, I'll give him the ball to score and stuff like that. If I didn't have a shot, he used to complain about me, like just driving baseline or something like that. You tell him to pass him the ball, I would, and he would miss, talking about I'm selling him. That's not selling. Selling would be me not giving you the ball, me just not even doing anything. Like I'll just be there. I'll be playing defense, but like it's ridiculous. Real. 2-way scoring machine. See up next. What is it? I only win 2 games. It's not that bad. The last game messed me up, but yeah, man, it was ridiculous. The bad thing about Playground, like someone asked, like, do I prefer the MyCareer, the Road to 99 versus the actual rep race? To me, I don't really have a cat in the race. I think both of them was pretty bad in a way because the majority of the time, you can't even really get games, honestly. Not unless you're, like you got the logo behind your thing. But me, I care less about the logo. I can really care less about logo. I know people going crazy just to get a logo from 2K. I'm not talking crap about 2K, but I just don't think it's that serious. For me, logo or no logo. I mean, I play this game maybe for fun in a way. Like, I have fun playing this, but for a limited time bracket. I'll put it like that.
Looking back
back to the beach. You and I buried love underneath. Now I hope that my message in a bottle will find you. Find you. Where can I find you amongst the stars? I thought I saw you falling from afar. I hear you somewhere singing the same song. I promise you I'm on my way. I won't be long. 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 Sun setting on the coast of you. I can't afford to lose my chance to pull you out from where you've been hiding. Where can I find you amongst the stars? I thought I saw you falling from afar. I hear you somewhere singing the same song. I promise you I'm on my way. I won't be long. 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 Be held your heart. I'm on my way now. Be held your heart. I'm on my way now. Be held your heart. I'm on my way now. Be held your heart. I won't be long. 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 Butterfly doors, live up on a to our cool, yeah. All my life I say the others see for you, yeah. You know if I'm riding then I'm jumping off the roof, yeah. She hopped in the whip just to get a different view, yeah. Ever since I came up, every woman acting new, yeah. I hope these VVS just make these tell the truth, yeah. I'm a living legend, how I'm living is the proof, yeah. I got all these diamonds, I was trying to shine with you, yeah. I just left hanging on a chandelier. That way when you're gone, that still feel like you're here. I like the way you steer. I got lots of options, baby. I got volunteers. I was on my way back home, but you got me switching gears. I shouldn't text and cry, but these feelings interfere. If you tell me lies, tell me what I wanna hear. I'm about to blow, I just need another year. I know that you're lonely, it's been 10 days in a row. My lifestyle so private, I can no longer fly coast. Yeah, I switch different whips, but I got the same approach. Yeah, she mad I don't text her every time I make a post. Yeah, she picked up my lingo, she know I'm not from around. Yeah, all my foreign, I can't pronounce. Yeah, I could change your life, give me one night out of town. Yeah, I could change your life, give me one night out of town. Yeah, butterfly doors, live up on a to the cool. Yeah, all my life I say the others see for you. Yeah, you know if I'm riding then I'm jumping off the roof. Yeah, she hopped in the whip just to get a different view. Yeah, ever since I came up, every woman acting new. Yeah, I hope these VVS just make these tell the truth. Yeah, how I'm living is the proof. Hey, I got all these diamonds, I was trying to shine with you. Yeah, I was trying to shine with you, shine with you, shine with you. 'Cause I know when you're gone, time for long. I don't
Nobody's playing on this park, bruh. That's the bad thing about this game. Perk. He doesn't seem that good at perks. Or does he? Percocet.
So this a rapper's life. When you come and go as you please. In the same spot, seeing nearsighted on a carousel, so it seems. But I'm breaking pace, trying to break the bank. Flowing still when you hold that tank. But the real, you need to deeper lake. Is what I make. I know a lot of in a sunken place. So I left home and I peep real. Like how these don't got deals. They all local, but they pop still. You don't pop, you just and post it on the same block still. Cause you stand still, don't mean the clock's wheel. Ain't no Uncle Phil, you are not Will. So get the TV up out your head now. And pray before you go to bed now. Hope the family well and the ops down. I see the bigger picture and you cropped out. It's still the same as when I dropped out and I popped out and wrote a whole tape in my mama's house. I give it one more time before I put it down. But what you make it, I just take it as it's given to me. Pray for my mama, know you spend so much time living for me. Pray for these, this year you all gon' fall victim to me. I ask you nicely, now I walk in room like give it to me. Just let me out this house, wanna be something special. Just wanna be close, follow my ghost, changes on the schedule. Everything but a fairy tale, I don't wanna ride the carousel no more. No more. I love when you hate me, won't let you blame me. I'm on the greatness, ain't nothing lesser. I'm selfish, I'm human, so don't you judge me. Bro, then you love me, stay same, you'll hate me. I don't wanna ride no more. The earth is so smeared in dirt. Remove my shirt and you can see my heart. I wanna leave a mark, surpassing every single counterpart. You can be a legend in the city park. You can stress your globe if you really smart and you really blessed. We can cut the chat about who is next. My daily living getting too intense. The first is coming in, I'm late on rent. Can I stay with you when the sun rises? I'll be out again. There ain't much to gain if I'd rather keep it real than to play with you. But I got your back if I make it through. See, there's other trying to make it too, and there's other things that I made it through. I'm a natural and I'm born to win. Open eyes, now I'm born again. When the clinching, there's again, and there's when they swarming in. I always wonder where glory's been. Last year I was worrying that I missed the window that I never had. My fairy tales always ended bad, but the book knew I just ripped some pages and I made a change. Droughts over, Lord, let me rain. No, it's no good when you never change. So I'm journeying on a greater plane. You can stay the same when you fall short. You know who to blame. Gold flags wanna let him hang. When the whole world finally know my name, I'ma let him sing like. Just let me out this house. Wanna be something special. Just wanna be close. Follow my ghost. Changes on the schedule. Everything but a fairy tale. I don't wanna ride the carousel no more. No more. I love when you hate me. Won't let you blame me. I'm on the greatness. Ain't nothing lesser. I'm selfish. I'm human. So don't you judge me. Bro, then you love me. They say you'll hate me. I don't wanna ride no more. I'm like, hello, I'm black, I'm back, I'm back, I got it, we young, we strong, yeah right, performing, I'm working, I killed it, we marching, we speeding, we stolen, no I own it, all it, I own it, all it, I bought it, I'm ballin', it's speeding. She want it, we on. Who's that I'm seeing in my rear view? How dare you? Do you clear people out until they fear you? Or you handle it like Malcolm? Show them together we can steer true. I just got another car, but life gon' catch me if I speed through. I just need a breeze. I don't pray from my knees. I don't pray to a God. They told me God is in me. So I just meditate to draw a blank. They won't see what I see unless I paint a vivid picture, no matter the place or the seat. So if I'm taking a stage, I need an intimate room. I need you to feel what you hear. See, I'm no different than you. See, I grew up with my mama in the same house as my mama. They tried making me proper, but they like you was just you. I'm like, hello.
How long do you want Fortnite is even done installing? Hold on, let's see. Notifications. Oh, it is. So it's totally shouldn't be lagging at all. Boss, man.
We gon' need verses for our verses. They walk through to change all the language on the paper that they talk through. Yeah, it's that crazy that be off mute. Pull up in a brown suit, walk in to win a lawsuit. Walk out with the lawyer that the judge don't wanna talk to. A coke and a smile, Cuban links, and a new plan of action with demographic with. This aggressor ain't passive. I'm tight ratchet, but I can match all vernacular. Finesse the taxes in this new bracket. I got it. Hello, I'm black. I'm bad. I'm back. I got it. We young. We strong. Yeah, right. Performing. I'm working. I killed it. We march. We speeding. We stolen. No, I own it. I own it. I own it. I own it. I bought it. I'm ballin'. We speeding. You know it. She want it. We own. Whip to official, chain to official, game to official. Sign my initials on the back of that. Still rapping that, grabbing mine. Look at mine. Okay, I do this like who this is calm as a. But I'm still the rudest, the newest and truest. Spit till my face is the bluest, like ooh, it's too hot for hip hop. H baby TikTok, riding the pit stop. Love for the from the skinnies to the big blocks. Rolling for the wristwatch. Diamonds are present. Look at these peasants. I'm destined to be greater than great. That's just the fate of my fate. Cake, get that cash, spend it fast. Pull over. Who's the best? Might I ask? That's me. Skate with your ice like I'm Gretzky. Baseball, Pepsi. When it comes to the streets, we synonymous. When it comes to the 12, I'm anonymous. Man, these ain't right like typos. You can feel it in your gut like lipo. Touching my from corruption, self-destruction. Cause when I'm rushing, ladies blushing as I pick up the pace. Just to look at their face. Pass the baton to my ace. No percussion. Whip to official.
Bro, they do not have too many people. They do not have too many people. Like, I see the same people daily. Like, I see the same people literally daily in these servers. Like I just joined, and then like you see this empty server. But like, I never think it would be this bad. Like, relatively speaking, never think it would be this bad.
Y'all always taking off, we work even on Labor Day. Paid trying to switch my ways. Hey, still a made school for that cool smooth, just like Mando Lake. Yeah, I just gave y'all how many bars, so I figured I'd take a break right here. Let's go. Whip to official, chain to official, game to official. Sign my initials on the back of that. Still rapping that. Grabbing mine, look at mine, like whip to official, chain to official, game to official, sign my initials on the back of that, still rapping that, grabbing mine, look at mine, like clothes hot like a turtleneck, drop like a gas, yes I'm probably next, fresh, yes I'm probably that,
I would have had that game, but you know, it's whatever, bro. Like, you see what the deal is with this game. I don't feel comfortable playing this game, if that makes any sense, because the game is just so 50. Deli. Deli Nelly.
Sunny places where I'm going, expensive. I'll be back it up. You was talking slick, but now you stuck.
Yeah, I can't do that against some dudes. It was the other way around and sure all to play them, but people talking about Cyberpunk is trash. Cyberpunk, in my opinion, it's not trash, it's broken. So that's my whole opinion on it. You can have a really great experience on it, or you can just be like, you really don't do a great job of explaining things. I mean, I guess that's up to you to explore the map, do side quests, and then, you know, buy your weapons from an armory, that type of thing. But the game in itself, like, I don't know, man. King Quake. These guys don't look particularly good at all. King Quake. Yeah, he's not good. Bag confirmed. Logo 3. Ooh, imagine doing all that, you have a 27 winning percentage. Well, how is he hasn't played that much of, let me find out what other things he's been doing. That's what I want to figure out, because this game is just like, ooh. Logo 3. 7 games of part played. The rank. How would you play 7? easy. Yeah, I'm glad I outthought that one. I'm about to do that to myself. I'm really trying to give y'all a game, but the way I play, that be the right person for me to kind of get through. And like, look, there isn't that many people playing. Like I like the server switching and stuff that I'm doing. It does not really guarantee that I'm really getting a good game. Like I see the same people in the same part. Like when this game first came out, like the first or second week, I got into a rec center thing with Chris Smooth. I got a rec in a rec center like lobby thing with Chris Smooth. That was pretty cool. I would never think that I would get in a thing with Chris Smooth. That was cool. It's the same guy. Oh yeah, they're going. I don't know, bro. I mean, I really do want to play a park game, but I really do want to win it. Play a game of park, but the way it is, like I'm not about to play park with somebody I don't know, who I don't think is good at the game. Sometimes you really have to do some coaching for some of these people, bro, because they do not know how to play 2K. It's subjective. Who's this? Logan, please. Check to see if you're good or not. Young Hot Pocket. Yo, he got the Mamba.
Bright lights. Everything we ever wanted. Everything we ever needed. Feel like it's all within reach.
Okay, I'll go get some.
And I know someday, yeah, we're gonna make it to that peak. Check. Yeah. We young. And to the ceiling we go. If there was ever any doubt, them fellas can go. Look, I done been through the fire, call me up and me go. Shaq, rack and me shack. Peep how I'm flipping me stacks. Like pop tats on the griddle. I have my hands on the pencil. That kept me from going out and getting my hands on the. When you from the city, I'm from the streets and play with your mental. Have you feeling like a prisoner? That you been through. There were days that we would dream if we would leave to make it out. Like a clip from a scene, I seen the better route. Ain't no options here for me, boxing the bar, but then I weave. Left some scars upon my cheeks about the highest of degrees. No breeze, but through it all, I never lost the urgency. I'm determined to succeed in case they never heard of me. I told you all my hustle, look, it's been that way since birth. I ain't never taking off, you won't always see me working. Hey, shout out to my haters, sweater. I see you lurking, but I'm grinding with a purpose, dog, and they can't take it from me. No way, no way, no way. And I'ma grind until I get it, okay, okay. Okay, and once I get it, you can bet that I'ma flip it. Told my city, if you with me, we gon' make it someday. Someday, someday. It's some hard work, yeah, a little bit of faith. The city on my back, the world on my shoulders. Used to have to make the money stretch like it's yoga. I was stretched down bad, I knew I had to get my toast up. Now I'm stretching out on California Kings and coastal. They got the coasters, my cup, it running over. Like a soldier, I watch for the cobras. I'm not rolling over, no time soon. But we gon' roll until these ties, yeah, and no shine to them. While they was out here building fences, trying to box in. I was down up in the trenches, fighting just to get a win. Look, I was counting on my wishes, wishing just to get a bid. With the doors fighting up, like they coming off the heads. visions higher up, not everybody comprehends. But when you reach that final strike, they all holding out their hands. Those are the ones that were down before we saw the yellow ribbon fly. Will be the same ones with me sitting at the finish line. I told you I'm a hustler, niggas been there, races work. I ain't never taking off. You won't always see me working. Hey, shout out to my haters, sweat. I see you lurking, but I'm grinding with a purpose, dog, and they can take it from me. No way, no way, no way. And I'ma grind it till I'm in it. Okay, okay, okay. And once I get it, you get that, and I'ma flip it. Told my city, if you with me, we gon' make it someday. Someday, someday. With some hard work and a little bit of faith.
Gotta get to the money from the backseas. All white diamonds on my neck like that. The butter on my feet, yeah, I don't need no laces. Live a lavish life, baby girl, you can't erase it. Got me spending all the cash, blowing bands on ya. Going through it real fast, but I'ma let it slide. I'ma run my money up, baby, I don't give a money counter in my hand, I'ma let it ride. I'm tryna take you to my crib. While I'm running up my band, baby, do I get a tip? There's money in my band, about to make a snap. My mind on my money, so I don't need it. It's a nail bag, you can wear it by your head. Yeah, you say for me, you can loosen up your grip. Put you in that bed, you can use it as a whip. She gon' let me, I don't give a. Put her in the truck, it's gon' be a rover. I'm up to the beat, keep it lovely. Got me in the drop, she gon' try to get along with you. Sitting outside on the phone with your count, with your on the phone to the Louis store. Money on the floor. Gotta get to the money from the backseas. All white diamonds on my neck like that. On my feet, yeah, I don't need no laces. Live a lavish life, baby girl, you can't erase it. Got me spending all the cash, blowing bands on ya. Going through it real fast, but I'ma let it slide. I'ma run my money up, baby, I don't give a money counter in my hand, I'ma let it ride.
Ooh, my bad, snacks. I had that catch and shoot. Just stay on your man. Wow. Just stay on your man. Damn.
See, I'ma make it no matter what nobody say. Still standing tall, I never fall. I'm paving ways. I gotta get it, I'm still shining on darker days. On darker days. When you see me on the top of my accomplishments, just clap for me with you. And don't you ever hate like I didn't struggle there with you. I just perfected
What?
my craft and had to some time, bro. But I never quit on myself no matter what I'm doing.
No.
Just grab my hustle and I multiply it times two. Why you sitting down and you
Back.
get up in your grind too? I never waited, man. I just
All right.
chasing back, chasing. Never will I worry about what these dark critics got to say. Away. Hey, hey.
I got it, snacks.
I remember they told me to quit when I was writing every day. I was trying to find my way. Yeah, I was writing every day. Trying to find my way. I got some big dreams.
Good stuff.
Gotta make it reality. See, I'ma make it no matter what nobody say. Still standing tall, I never fall. I'm paving ways. get it, I'm still shining on darkened days. On darkened days. See, I'ma make it no matter what, nobody say. Still standing tall, I never fall, I'm paving ways. I gotta get it, I'm still shining on darkened days. On darkened days. Every L that I took, I came back with a W-I-N. Yeah, I am a king, and they know I'm not lying. Step my chest out, what really counts, I'm trying. Persistence beat the distance, so if you lose, just try again. Never let me tell you what you can and can't do, huh? You the only one that got the dreams, so go pursue, yeah. You the only one that got the dreams, so go pursue, so never let them tell you what you can and can't do. This what is yours and it's mine too. So as long as you breathing, better grind too. I feel me looking at the game and the birds view. Cause I paid all of my dues with what I've been through. So now I pass it on.
What?
Now I pass it on to you.
Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. Stay back. Got that. Get those snacks. Thanks. Snacks again could have been over. That was good, man. That's good, bro. Who's this guy real quick? I'm out back on. Okay. two-way three-point playmaker, so why you reaching, bro? Got him. Make that, please. Just don't be afraid to dunk it. Don't be afraid to dunk it. I can't dunk like that, but you can. Good defense, Snacks. We're gonna give him that. Alright. I can get past this dude, but I'm not about to shoot it. I just don't feel like it. Wow. Give me that. What? Okay, my ball. Good stuff, I mean. Whew, boy. I haven't really been doing tough moves at all. I don't think you got that, bro. Step in a little bit and just dunk it. I got Hall of Fame diamond. I don't think he got it. Oh, that's me. Had it. I think he quit. Yeah, he quit. 2. You shouldn't reach. You're worried about to foul out. Just chill. That was a good move, but we about to win, so I'm not tripping. Hey, play defense, bro. Bro, don't send me a message. Just 50 bucks. That's on me for shooting at 3, but it's whatever. What? Pass it back, pass it back, pass it back. Don't shoot it, bro. Don't shoot it. It's not your shooting day. Just I'd rather you dunk it and miss than to shoot something you don't got. You can't shoot it. Make sure my record's straight. Yeah. God. Okay. That one, I'm not even mad about. At least I got out of there, bro. Drew Take Flight, already a legend. Close to it. Elite One. How many games this guy got played? I know people are, playing the game a lot. Drew Take Flight. 99 to a shot creator. 473 games. 186 games played, right? Okay. Maybe he's hitting double rep. 176 games of life. That's a lot of hours played. Definitely, once you're in the grinding community, that's the best you're probably gonna get. You just play a lot of games, but the person I think who's really good at the game, it really just takes time with the game. He understands, like, I wouldn't even say he ISOs. I wouldn't even say he even ISOs. I think that he just plays the game and knows the game logically. Poor boy Sin. Like poor boy Sin. Pretty good. Now the builds that I think that take the most skill, honestly speaking, was like the rebound and guard. Rebound and guard really wasn't that good, particularly at anything. No disrespect to anybody who has a rebound and guard, but that build, that's a whole lot of VC to spend on a build that statistically, by any means, is not good. Defense is like that. A multi-position defender, I don't even think you can make that build this year. I'm not even sure. And then my build is a lockdown too, so it can dribble, you can shoot, and get contact dunks. But they do all the three. Even more the reason why I like the game. If the game was statistically supposed to be better than like a couple of the past titles, and why is it that only a fraction of people are in here? Honestly, like, you see a whole lot of people in this game. Delay Studios. Your boy.
What's the top? Yeah, I got that. I got that. Yeah. Jay. Hey. Keep it real at all times, don't tell no lie. Feeling like an eagle cause I am so fly. I'm the one wanna know about. Now these lanes, they wanna know how. I got the juice. I got the juice. Yeah. I got the juice. I got the juice. Yeah. I got the juice. got the juice. Shake the goose. The goose. Bandana up under my locks. I got that juice like pop. You probably kept me on the block with my young dogs. My socks, whoa, my socks, in case they young man as well. But they probably won't really get a chance to catch me. Burn the rubber and then I vanish, walk like I am. Getting real manish in my spaceship from another planet. Walk, I am an alien, like Arabian. Young, but I'm old school, so I really don't want to say that, man. Now knowing that it's really time for some years, man. I've been watching the clock, truck knock with a and the T-top on her eyebrow. I told my dog, nah, they get it, so they free my dog. Man, all of my they came from the bottom, and all of my dogs are back. I hope you don't think that I'm flashing. The young look up to me, so lying is just not an option. Therefore, I got it. Keep it real at all times, don't tell no lie. Feeling like an eagle, cause I am so fly. I'm the one wanna know about. Now these lame, they wanna know how. I got the juice. I got the juice. Yeah. I got the juice. I got the juice. Yeah. I got the juice. I got the juice. Yeah. I got the juice. I got the juice. Yeah. I got the juice. Dog got the coop in the roof. And we in the booth. I just might. Then I'm disappearing like poof. Juice on me like a mic dripping this. She know a youngin' got the juice. She won't take me. All of my dog be getting, we doing, I do that. So please, I'm trying to test them cause they might be like Rudy. Juice on me, no wedges. Rockstar heavy metal. Little shot to give. I'm trying to fit it in my schedule. You know I'm intelligent, but I think she get hit up by Cupid. On my line and she think I'm a cutie. Keep it real at all times, don't tell no lie. Feeling like an eagle, cause I am so fly. I'm the one who wanna know about. Now these lame, they wanna know how.
What you think of this too?
I got the juice. I got the juice. Yeah. I got the juice.
Wow.
I got the
Great.
juice. Yeah. I got the juice. I got the juice. Yeah. I got the juice. I got the